Hi guys, welcome back to Amara's Kitchen. Welcome to another episode of delicious cooking. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make your delicious Ogbono and Okra soup. If this is your first time on this channel, you're very much welcome to this amazing kitchen. To my returning subscribers, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for your support. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click on that subscription button and turn your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload any video on this channel, okay? So let's jump right into this recipe for today. I'll be using stockfish, and this is head of stockfish, isi okporoko. Yeah, so you can use any meat of your choice, as in any protein of your choice. Here I'll be using my pressure cooker to facilitate the cooking of this soup, okay? So this is the stockfish. I'll put them in my pressure cooker. If I'm to use like a stove, regular stove, I will cook this head of stockfish for about 45 minutes. Yeah, minimum of 45 minutes. But using pressure cooker, that saves me a whole lot of time. So I'll be cooking this on the pressure cooker for 8 minutes. I'll go ahead and set this on 8 minutes and it cooks in no time. So while it's cooking, here is the meat I'll be using. I'm using cow meat. I'll go ahead and season that up with salt, pepper, and stock cube. So the stock cube is 2 inside, but I just use 1 for now. Adding some salt and also some red crushed pepper. Yes, season your soup meat with anything of your choice, but when you're making meat, when you're cooking soup do not require a lot of seasoning, okay? So here is the pressure cooker is ready. So for you to open this up, you need some protective gloves, mitten or glove, because the steam that come from this pressure cooker is so bad. It's gonna burn your skin if you don't have something to keep your skin protected. So make sure you have something to protect your skin from the burn. It's gonna get a skin burn if you don't cover that up. So coming back to the meat, it has been cooking for like 2-3 minutes now. Yeah, so it has produced meat. My goal is to make sure that the meat get a lot of seasoning inside it. And now I'll go ahead and add 2 cups of water, and I'll cover this off another a minute or 2. So after a minute or 2, actually after 2 minutes, exact 2 minutes, I'll come back. I'll go ahead and pour in my stockfish that I already cooked up with my pressure cooker. Yes, I'll just pour everything in, and then I'll cover that up and bring it to a boiling point, just like a minute or so. So I remove the excess water. I don't want too much water. I remove a whole lot of water from it, the water that I used to steam the stockfish. So I go ahead and add in my mackerel. I remove the water because I do not want the soup to be too watery at this time. But if I need the water later on, I will still add them in, okay? So I'll cover the mackerel and let it simmer for like 3 to 4 minutes. All right. So after 3 to 4 minutes, I'll go ahead and remove all the mackerel. You do not want your mackerel to break into pieces. When you keep the mackerel in the soup and continue the cooking with the stirring and everything you'll be adding in the soup, I bet you by the end of the cooking, you will not find the mackerel anymore. It will be all broken into pieces in your soup. So I don't want that to happen to my soup. That's why I took it off. So here is the cow intestine, also known as afano or roundabout. So I already pre-cooked this meat before. Yes, it's all completely cooked because I do not want to waste too much time with this soup. So I cooked some stuff before now. I added a little bit of the stock water that I removed before. I added that back in. So I let it cook again, everything to simmer together for 2-3-5 minutes. Then I remove it out from the stove. In a skillet pot, go ahead and add palm oil. You do not want to fry the palm oil. I went ahead and add my onions immediately, and I will stir this up and let the onions to simmer in this palm oil for 20 seconds. Yeah, about 20 seconds to allow the aroma and the flavor to release itself into the palm oil before adding my ogbono. So I'm using 1 spoon of ogbono, not all the way filled up though. I do not want it to be too thick. I don't want this soup to be super thick. Yes, the soup I'm making is not that much. So I added 1 cup of water, and I will keep stirring and cooking for 2 minutes. So as you can see, the stickiness, the stretchiness is coming together. I added another 1 cup of water. I will continue cooking this like this for another 3 to 5 minutes. Then you can see the stretchiness is forming. As you can see that, this is how to cook your ogbono, and you have your ogbono being very stretchy. You don't want to like just fry your oil and put the ogbono. The fried oil is gonna cut off the stretchiness from the ogbono. So this is a bay local seasoning. You can soak this up in the water to save yourself some time. But if you don't have a lot of time to wait soaking the stuff, just use your grater to grate everything in. After that, add the stockfish and the cow intestine, everything, add them together. Season your soup with enough crayfish, and then adding the remaining stock cube. It's very hard for me to use my hand to squeeze that, so I just have to throw that in. But I will make sure that they all dissolve properly. Okay, so here is my shrimp. I'll go ahead and add my shrimp. Like I said, use any protein of your choice. Add whatever you feel like adding in this soup. So after adding my seasoning, I'll cover this up and let it simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes again, because I want the shrimp to be properly cooked. So after 3 minutes, I came back and I seasoned this up with some red crushed pepper and some salt. So I added a little bit of red crushed pepper because I added some when I was steaming the meat, so you don't want to add too much. So before I added the extra red crushed pepper, I tasted it to make sure I'm not adding too much. And the shrimp is properly cooked right now, is well cooked. So the next step is to add my okra. And for me personally, I do not like my okra to be overcooked. Yes, once I'm making okra and ogbono soup, and once the okra goes inside the soup, this soup is almost done. I do not want to overcook my okra. So once I stir everything up and they're well combined, I'll go ahead and also return the mackerel that I removed earlier on. I'll put that back in there and also stir everything gradually, being careful. The goal is for us not to break up the mackerel. Go ahead and add your vegetable of choice. I'm using spinach. If you have ugu, which is pumpkin leaf, you can use that as well. So right here I'm using my spinach, and this soup at this point is looking a little bit too thick to my liking. I don't like my okra soup looking so thick, so I'll go ahead and add the remaining stockfish water that I removed before, just like half a cup that is left. I'll go ahead and add that up, and this is exactly the consistency that I want my soup to be. Okay, yeah, but if you don't want your soup to be a little bit on the loose side, yeah, you don't need to add any extra liquid again, because the spinach also produce a little bit of water to this. So guys, the soup is ready. I don't like to overcook my okra. After I added the okra, this soup did not cook more than 5 minutes after adding my okra into the soup. As you can see, you can literally see some of the okra seed and everything. That shows that my okra is not overcooked. And the fish, you can still see them in one piece. They are not broken into pieces. That is my goal. Okay, I hope you all enjoy this recipe. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload any video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.